Welcome to the video version of Visibility at Your Library. Here's one more example of how libraries are changing in dynamic places.
Well, I'm very blessed to have such a legacy, a rich legacy to write about. And I've written a number of books. My first was Jackie's 9, which talks about these 9 values and uses people's experience, my father's and others, to kind of show examples of the values. And moved on to Promises to Keep, a photographic biography. And now I'll have Testing the Ice, my first picture book with Peter Nelson. So it really is a metaphor and as well as a true memory. My father testing the ice before we were allowed to go ice skating. Yeah, libraries are very important to me. I started off with, we had a room in our house which was called the library. And it was, in today's terms, this is in the 50s, but in today's terms it would be the family room. But it was our library, and it was also our TV room. So it sort of gave us, being centered around, having a room centered around books in our home, having that be a focal point, made me very much a lover of libraries. And then, of course, I grew up in Stamford, Connecticut. We had our own library where we went to do our homework or meet our friends after school, or it was our excuse to go out at night. So libraries had lots of wonderful meetings. It's because of libraries that most people have access to books. Not everyone can buy, or not everybody wants to purchase books, or there may be some books they purchase and some books they want to get from the library. So it is the place people go to get information. And not just only books, but of course the internet and access to the world through the internet. I can tell you, I was visiting my son, and his house hadn't been wired yet, and I needed something desperately off the internet. And the first thing I did was like, where is the library? And I found the library, and such a relief to walk into that resource and be able to get the help that you need. I have this, as I said, love of libraries from my childhood and books. But when I started working for Major League Baseball, one of my first education programs, in addition to Breaking Barriers, was a program with the American Library Association. So it sort of got me involved with libraries in a different kind of way, where we had a baseball trivia game, much like what's now happening with the Passion and the Pride and Passion exhibit. So, American Library Association as an association is such an invaluable asset to all of us, because it's the way that we sort of can reach all of these libraries across the country.